Coming up on this live Wednesday morning edition of Daily Iowan TV, we take an early look at a mural that mixes art and science together.
And later we'll show you a nostalgic look of journalism at the University of Iowa.
She really did break ground for women in this entire community.
We take a look at Iowa football's upcoming matchup with Northwestern.
And we'll hear from the Iowa volleyball team as they prepare for another big weekend.
Hurricane Ophelia has hit Ireland. Find out more on weather.
All that and more coming up on this Wednesday morning edition of Daily Iowan TV.
Don't go anywhere. Daily Iowan TV starts right now.
Good morning and thank you for tuning in. I'm Mackenzie Cooper.
And I'm Cole Johnson.
Turning Point USA, a nonprofit group focusing on principles of freedom, free markets, and limited government on college campuses, hosted an event at the Iowa Memorial Union with former Congressman Joe Walsh. During Walsh's visit, he touched on a number of topics surrounding college students, political parties, and government. Walsh spoke repeatedly about President Trump and warned the attendees not to, quote, worship him. He says that President Trump has done many things right, but also touched on the things that he has done wrong. Walsh also made it a point to speak about issues he personally feels are affecting American citizens.
As the Republican Party is today, it sucks. In fact, I would argue as a former Republican member of Congress, the Republican Party right now sucks more than the Democratic Party. I believe that. You and I, many of us say big government sucks because I genuinely believe big government destroys people.
To read a more in-depth look at Walsh's visit, head over to our website, dailyiowan.com.
A vigil was held Tuesday evening on the Pentecost for campus sexual assault victims in conjunction with one held outside the U.S. Department of Education in Washington, D.C. The vigil, one of many happening at universities across the country, along with candles. 29 Iowa state flags were raised high as survivors shared their stories over an open mic. Each flag represented a senator who has spoken out against proposed Title IX revisions. For an even more in-depth look at the vigil and the events around it, pick up a copy of today's edition of the Daily Iowan, where reporter Grace Lynn Keller takes a closer look.
If you have been on Twitter the last few days, you may have seen the hashtag #MeToo. This hashtag started shortly after many women spoke up about sexual harassment that they endured while working with producer Harvey Weinstein. #MeToo is a way to address the prevalence of sexual assault and harassment in the United States. The hashtag was started by Alyssa Milano. The #MeToo movement started 10 years ago in Harlem by Tarana Burke. As of today, the hashtag has approximately 61,000 replies and 22,000 retweets. Celebrities aren't the only people tweeting the hashtag. Women and men across the country are sharing their stories. The Rape Victim Advocacy Program would like to remind the citizens of Iowa City that they provide assistance for survivors of sexual assault for free. Tune into Daily Iowan TV for updates.
An Iowa City woman has been accused of stealing from a man in the Special Olympics. Rachel Stewart allegedly stole from the man while he was playing basketball during a Special Olympic event. Stewart has been accused of stealing the man's pants, phone, wallet, $50 in cash, and his debit card. Police say that Stewart used the debit card to ring up $150 worth of transactions at a CVS pharmacy. Stewart is charged with theft and an unauthorized use of a credit card. If convicted, Stewart could face up to 3 years in prison.
On Friday, October 20th, the City of Iowa City will be officially unveiling a new mural at the Mercer Park Aquatic Center.
The mural is based around the principles of science, technology, energy, art, and math, or STEAM for short. The mural is a collaboration between artist Joe Myers Walker, the University of Iowa College of Engineering Nexus program, and the City of Iowa City.
It's an interactive playground, and I collaborated with the Iowa City community and Nexus Engineering at the University of Iowa to explore the STEAM concepts that weave art and engineering together.
Even though the official mural cutting is slated for the 20th, you can stop by and take an early look at the STEAM sculpture as early as next week.
Wow, that's a really cool mural and a great story, but I want to talk about a story that's actually very unique in the situation. It's a weather story about Hurricane Ophelia hitting Ireland.
Yes, definitely. It's really uncommon, so let's toss it over to Joe in the weather studio with an update.
Yeah, that's right, guys. Hurricane Ophelia winds have battered Ireland, crushing everything in its path, such as the stadium behind me. According to BBC, there's been about 3 casualties, 2 men and 1 woman so far. 360,000 people are without power in Northern Ireland and Wales right now. Ophelia's winds have reached all the way up to 70 miles per hour, which is powerful enough to send trampolines such as this one flying through the air. It's just incredible. But as we move into Iowa City weather forecast, Wednesday afternoon we're looking at partly cloudy skies with a high of about 73 degrees. As we move into the evening hours, we'll see a clear night with temperatures dropping down to 46 degrees. Now let's take a look at our extended forecast. Thursday, we'll have a nice sunny day with temperatures reaching a high of 73 degrees. For the most part, this coming weekend is going to be a cloudy one. Friday, we'll see partly cloudy skies with temperatures reaching up in the high 90s. Saturday, expect to see some thunderstorms out there, but we'll still have a high of around 73 degrees. Sunday, expect to have a cloudies with high in the 65 degrees. As we come out of the weekend on Monday, we're going to continue to see those clouds with a high of 64 degrees. And guys, that's your weather for the week. Back to you.
Thanks, Joe. Today, the Iowa City Public Library will host its latest Wonk Wednesday event, a weekly discussion where an expert in a given field shares their knowledge and input with the citizens of Iowa City. This latest discussion is titled Understanding Immigration Policy During the Trump Era. Renee Roca, an associate professor at the UI, and various other panelists will discuss how U.S. immigration policy has changed dramatically in the first year of Trump's presidency and the impact those changes have had on immigrants in Iowa. The event is open to the public and takes place from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m.
On Tuesday evening, people gathered to honor an Iowa City icon. Dottie Ray was the first female editor of the Daily Iowan in 1942. She then went on to host her own radio show for over 50 years on KXIC. At the event, guests watched the documentary Staying Tuned, the Dottie Ray story about Dottie's life and impact in Iowa City and journalism. After the screening, a panel discussion took place with Dottie's daughter and friends to discuss her impact on women in journalism.
And I just want to ensure that her legacy is kept alive and that the young women of today appreciate everything that she did.
Dottie was a person that constantly gave back to her community to continue to honor her legacy. Habitat for Humanity will be building a house in her honor.
And then we're hoping that in the future this will become an annual event.
If you are interested in signing up for the build, that will be taking place on Thursday, October 19th, Friday, October 20th, and Saturday, October 21st. Visit iowavalleyhabitat.org.
Well, last week was a bye week, so we missed out on Hawkeye football, but it's back this week, and I'm super excited. What about you, Cole?
Yeah, I can't believe how far we are into the season. It's crazy. Let's toss it over into the sports studio for more on the Hawkeye football team. Guys?
Yeah, guys, it's officially midway through the season, and Iowa's own Josie Jewell has been named to several mid-season All-American teams, including ones from AP and CBS Sports.
Honestly, not surprised. Josie's been working his tail off all year long. Fun fact, I pushed Josie Jewell out of bounds once in high school, but it's no big deal.
Wow, so Kirk, if you're watching, Bo can play this weekend, so just give him a call.
Definitely.
But speaking of football, the Hawkeyes are on the road this weekend after getting a week off, and they all feel well rested and ready to begin right where they left off and add another win to their record.
Well, I think we're a team that's trying to improve each week. We've had some setbacks and things like that, but I think we're a team that's still continuing to try and improve every time we go out there. I mean, it goes back to just trying to go back and go to work. This bye week was nice for us. We got to kind of reassess what we're doing and being able to, grow as a football team.
Our coaching staff does a great job balancing, kind of work improvement and then also just getting time to rest and recharge. And yeah, I think we're feeling pretty good as a football team.
I think that definitely helps. Just we're at the halfway point, but also it's just good for your body too. If you have it after, let's say 3 games, then you still have 9 left. Whereas if you're halfway through, you might be a little bit more banged up and you have a better chance to recover as well. So I think that helps. Yeah, we're just trying to get better every week. 4-2 right now. But every game, we have a chance to be in left on the schedule, and we're just working every day. Ultimately, we want to win every game. That's our goal. So we're doing everything in our power to do that.
Well, kickoff is at 11 a.m. in Evanston as Iowa will take on Northwestern. Mary Kate Herring and Zach Mackey will break down all you need to know about the matchup Friday morning during their pregame show.
Basketball season is now less than 10 days away, and Jordan Bohannon is already making a name for himself on the national stage. Bohannon was named to the 2018 Bob Cousy Point Guard of the Year award watch list.
Last season, Bohannon was on the Big Ten All-Freshman team, and he led the Hawkeyes in assists and scoring. Jordan was just one of 20 players around the country to be nominated. The list will be shortened to 10 players in mid-February. The award winner will be announced in April at the ESPN College Basketball Award Show.
The Iowa volleyball team is coming off a tough loss to number 5 Minnesota, but they look to bounce back this weekend here at home. Daily Iowans' Taylor Van Fleet has more.
Iowa volleyball returns to Carver this weekend to face the Fighting Illini on Friday and Northwestern on Saturday. The Hawks were able to pull off an upset against Illini here at home last season and were able to top off the Wildcats twice. And they're looking to do that again this weekend.
Our group is working hard. It's nice for us to have, full 5 days of preparation to get ready for those matches, and they're huge looming matches for our opportunity to move deeper into postseason play.
Illinois and Northwestern are both kind of mid-level, Big Ten, just where we are. So these are teams that we really need to win, or games we really need to win, teams we really need to beat. Just because we played a lot of top 10 opponents so far and we haven't gotten those wins, so these wins will be really important to help us make the tournament.
We're kind of climbing the ladder in our conference, and that climb is slow and steady. It's definitely arduous, but the team really believes in our true mental toughness and the things that we're doing on a day-to-day basis, and we're working hard to make sure that we improve right now.
Now the Hawks are expecting Illinois to be the tougher matchup of the two this weekend, but they're hoping that they can pull off another upset here at home. Reporting for Iowa Volleyball, this has been Taylor Van Fleet with Daily Iowan TV Sports.
The Hawks are 7-4 at Carver this season, and they'll look to improve on that Friday and Saturday night. First serve for both of those games are scheduled for 7 p.m.
Well, that's it from us in the sports studio, but be sure to tune in tomorrow as we check in with the Iowa field hockey team.
And we'll take a look at 3 freshmen making an impact on the women's tennis team. Guys, back to you.
Each Wednesday, we here at Daily Iowan TV are proud to bring in the ICAC Animal of the Week. This is reserved for that one special animal at the Animal Care and Adoption Center who is ready to meet their new family.
This week's Animal of the Week is Bug. Bug is a 3-month-old healer mix. She's a sweet little girl who is learning to build her confidence.
She's a curious pup who is interested in exploring and learning. She would be a great fit for a family that is looking to find a dog to nurture and grow.
Speaking of growing, since she's only 3 months old, Bug has some growing in her future. Volunteers think that she could end up being 45 to 50 pounds when she's an adult.
Anyone who adopts Bug will get a voucher for discounted classes that encourage positive reinforcement. This will help little Bug learn good dog manners, help her socialize with other dogs, and build a strong bond with her adopter.
For more information on Bug and other animals, please visit the ICAC website, call them at their phone number, or just stop by for a visit. And I don't know about you, Cole, but I think anybody would be lucky to take Bug home.
Yeah, maybe I'll go get her. Who knows? And that's a wrap on this Wednesday morning edition of Daily Iowan TV. Be sure to head over to our dailyiowan.com for all the latest news between Monday and Friday.
And if that isn't enough of Daily Iowan for you, be sure to check out the print edition of the news on newsstands now. I'm Mackenzie Cooper.
And I'm Cole Johnson. From all of us here at Daily Iowan TV, thanks for watching.
Have a great day, Iowa City.
We'll see you back here next time.
Breaking down barriers long before we knew they existed. Dottie Ray, a revolutionary trailblazer, an Iowa City radio personality for over 50 years. Foundation builder for journalists. Please join us in sharing Dottie Ray's story on the big screen. After the showing, a panel discussion about Dottie's life will follow. It's all part of Habitat for Humanity's She Built the Future. For more information, please contact Habitat for Humanity.